In this video, I will show you how you can set up two kinds of deployments for Cloudflare pages. The first method uses the built-in Cloudflare's automatic deployments, and the second method uses GitHub Actions for even more control over the process. I prefer the second method, and you will find out why if you continue watching this video. If you haven't heard of Cloudflare Pages, it is a platform provided by Cloudflare for deploying, hosting and managing your static websites. It works well for Docusaurus, Next.js or any kind of static website. It integrates well with GitHub. I think with GitLab too, I haven't tried it. I use it for hosting documentation for my apps that I wrote using Docusaurus. Cloudflare Pages is free. It has a catch, but I think it's reasonable. It has a limitation to max 500 builds per month and one build at a time. Also, cool feature from Cloudflare is that you can deploy many environments of your app. So you could have one production website and you could have a preview website, depending what you want to use. Let's start by creating a dummy repository, and in the dummy repository I will create a Docusaurus website and it will be in a subdirectory. I do it like that because that's my usual setup with apps. App goes in one directory and Docusaurus goes, documentation goes into another subdirectory. Okay, effective octodoodle is good enough name. And let's create it. And create it in the temporary directory. And create Docusaurus template. And start Docusaurus in this temporary repository. It will install Docusaurus in the my website directory. And yes, it works. Now I'm going to commit it and continue with the first method of deployment to Cloudflare pages. Now let's create a Cloudflare page for my demo GitHub repository. It integrates well with GitHub and GitLab, and you can also use an upload of your build. You don't need to connect it to a GitHub repository. Name your project. It doesn't need to be same name as your repository. Set up your production bench. It's usually the main. And framework preset is Docusaurus. And the build output directory is always built for Docusaurus unless you change it. But since I host my documentation in a subdirectory, it will be my website. And this is the first method of deploying your website to Docusaurus. This is something that you configure once and then forget about it. Docusaurus will deploy every change on every push. If, for instance, you're working on a branch, it will create a preview deployment. While when you push to the main, it will create a production deployment. And this is a nice feature of Docusaurus. I don't like this method because I don't want to deploy on each push to the repository because I host a monorepo. And my monorepo contains API, application related changes, and not every push relates to change to the website. So I need more control, and that's why I chose GitHub Actions. But let's see how the first method looks like when you save and deploy. And now we can see our Docusaurus on this URL. And what Cloudflare did is build the Docusaurus in the subdirectory and uploaded the build directory. And our page is hosted on this URL. And this is our Docusaurus. You might sometimes get an error when trying to reach your Cloudflare page URL. And if it's a kind of error that says the site can't provide a secure connection, I think that's an issue with Cloudflare. It's with the DNS issue. So try again maybe in a few minutes and you should be able to reach your site, or try without the HTTPS and you should be able to reach your site. One thing to note about Cloudflare pages is that you might want to point to your custom domain. And usually what I do is create a CNAME record in the DNS that points to this URL, this domain. But it doesn't work with Cloudflare like that. You have to go to custom domains, set up a custom domain, set up one for the root, and set up the one with www. And you're ready to use it on your domain. Now I mentioned I don't like this method. This is perfectly fine, but I don't want to deploy on each push to my repository, because a repository like a monorepo contains other changes, not all is related to the documentation related changes. And if I were to enable it like this, the 500 limit of production builds would be reached, sooner than later. So I disabled the automatic deployment, and you can disable it with branch control and just set up to none. In this next method, I'll set up deployments to be triggered from GitHub Actions. So let's go back to our repository. And in that directory, we will add a workflow. And what it does, it deploys Docusaurus website whenever you want manual deployment, or whenever a push is made to the main branch, but only to these paths. So path to the Docusaurus project, and also path to the workflow. For example, if I change something in the workflow and I want to run a new deployment, to trigger a new deployment. But this one is most important. The steps to deploy: run a checkout, install Node.js, install dependencies from the my website working directory, run a Docusaurus build, and lastly, most importantly, when the build is done, the static files are uploaded to the Cloudflare pages. And lastly, when the build is done, there's an upload that's running to Cloudflare pages for your project that you created in Cloudflare pages. And lastly, the last step is to deploy the build, the static files, to my project that's called effective Octodoodle. You need to provide two variables. This is Cloudflare API token and Cloudflare account ID. For GitHub Actions to work, you need the Cloudflare API token and you need the Cloudflare account ID. Account ID is easy. Go to Workers and Pages, and it is found in this sidebar. Copy it and create a new GitHub repository secret. As for Cloudflare API token, you create it by going to your profile, API tokens, and create a new token. I didn't use any kind of template, I created my own because there is no template for pages or I am blind. So choose create custom token. And for account you need access to Cloudflare pages. Edit. And you also need access to the user and you need user details, but only read. And that's it. Continue to summary, create token, go to settings. And now I can commit my changes. It is ready to be built. Let's go back to the repository and you can see that the GitHub workflow is now triggered and it will take about half a minute to update. Okay, this is my error. Okay. Let's try again. Okay, now it succeeded. I managed to deploy it from GitHub. And if I go back to pages, you can see that the new update, new deployment was 2 minutes ago, right at the time that I triggered a new GitHub deployment. And that's it. This covers my tutorial on how to deploy to Cloudflare pages via two methods. Thanks for watching.